Welcome to qnawire.
So to reach to the silver coin, the students need to run 20.8 meters northwards and then 38 meters eastwards and then 18 meters at an angle of 30 degrees west of south. Now we want to find out what is the shortest distance between the initial and final points. Obviously, that would be a straight line connecting these two. This would be the resultant vector of the sums of these three vectors. Now we only need to find out this vector and we would have our answer. Now let us find out the components of this final 18-meter vector, because the rest of the vectors are horizontal or vertical. Obviously, rightward is east and upwards is north. We'll also call east horizontal and north vertical, because that's how our diagram is oriented. Now, the vertical component of the 18-meter would be 18 cos 30 degrees. And the horizontal component would be 18 sine 30 degrees. Now 18 cos 30, by plugging it into a calculator, we can see is 12.86 meters. And 18 sine 30, which is the horizontal component, would be 19.07 meters. Hence, we can redraw the diagram as, if this is our final resultant vector, we know that our horizontal component would be 38, which is this whole distance, minus this distance, which is 19.7. Hence, this would be 38 minus 19.07. Whereas the vertical distance would be this distance, 20.8, minus this distance, 12.86. That would be 20.8 minus 12.86. Hence, the vector's horizontal component is 29 meters. The horizontal component of the vector is 29 meters, and the vertical component of the vector is 5.2 meters. By using Pythagoras theorem, we can see that the magnitude of this vector is square root of 29 squared plus 5.2 squared, which would be 29.45 meters. But we also need to find out this angle theta to know the direction in which you need to run. Now, because this distance is 5.2, we can see that tan theta is equal to 5.2 by 29, which means our theta is tan inverse 5.2 by 29. Hence, by plugging this into a calculator, we can see that theta is equal to 10.16 degrees. And because this is eastwards and we are turning upwards, this would be north of east.